Let's get it, baby. Let's get it.
Rough night for sophomore quarterback Bryant Moniz and the Warrior football team. Extended to 5 games with a loss to 6th-ranked Boise State at Aloha Stadium. Late in the first quarter, Lelehua grad Moniz taken out with what the training staff is calling a concussion. He left the game and did not return, replaced by fellow sophomore Shane Austin. How's it going, everybody? Status of sophomore quarterback Bryant Moniz currently unknown, but what is known, tonight's 54-9 loss to defending WAC champion Boise State marks the biggest margin of defeat at home in Hawaii's 30-year conference history. Unbeaten Broncos jumped all over the Warriors early, taking a 10-0 lead in the first quarter and led 34-zip at halftime. BSU sophomore quarterback and Heisman hopeful Kellen Moore, 18-30 for 223 yards passing and 5 touchdowns. 3 of those went to Titus Young, who had a game-high 115 yards. As for Hawaii's backup wingman Shane Austin, in the most significant playing time of his young career, went 22-36 for 174 yards and 1 score. However, Boise defense picked him off 3 times as UH ran into a Bronco buzzsaw. 54-9 the final. Here's Coach Mack.
They fought their ass off on both sides of the ball. They played to exhaustion, and they could have quit. A lot of people would quit, and a lot of people are going through a lot of adversity, and we have our share. But you know what? They're not quitting. They're fighting through it. That's what they're doing, and that's what I'm doing.
A very heated Coach Mack following tonight's loss. Warriors, who had 6 turnovers in the game, now 2-5 on the season, 0-4 in the WAC for the first time since 1998. Up next, doesn't get any easier. They'll hit the road to face a Nevada squad that hung 70 points in a win over Idaho today. Wolfpack and Warriors will hook up in Reno next Saturday.
Hello, everybody. Let's talk sports. Already riding a 4-game losing streak, the UH football team had to brace itself for Boise State tonight. The Broncos, ranked 6th in the AP poll and 4th in the BCS standings, were the highest-rated team to come to Aloha Stadium since top-ranked USC did so to open the 05 season. And Boise State would end up looking every bit the national power, while Hawaii, well, did not. And many of the Warrior wounds tonight were self-inflicted. First quarter, Leon Wright-Jackson coughing it up, recovered by the Broncos, who would turn it into a field goal. Later, Boise finding the end zone through the passing game. Kellen Moore on 4th down gets it to Tyler Shoemaker off the bootleg. 35 yards, 10-0 Broncos. And that wasn't it. UH quarterback Bryant Moniz would leave the game in the first half with an apparent concussion. He did not return, was replaced by fellow sophomore Shane Austin. The snowball effect building. Second quarter, the normally sure-handed Greg Salas making the grab, but gets it stripped. Another fumble lost for UH. Boise would get a TD out of that one play later. 17-zip score when Austin, who connected on 5 of his first 5 passes, threw a pick in the end zone. Warriors turned it over 6 times tonight, 3 interceptions for Austin and 3 fumbles for the squad. Meanwhile, Moore was just padding the stats. 223 yards passing and 5 TDs. Boise wins running away. Final score, 54-9. It's the largest margin of defeat at home against a conference opponent since Hawaii joined the WAC in 1979. Warriors' only scores came on a third-quarter safety thanks to a bad snap by Boise deep in their own territory, and in Austin to John Madero's 10-yard TD pass in the 4th. Austin finished the game 22 for 36 for 174 yards, 3 picks, and the score. Hawaii's losing streak is now 5. Its record is 2-5, 0-4 in the WAC. Afterwards, a worked-up Mac.
I'll tell you what I hope you get out of this is they fought their ass off on both sides of the ball. They played to exhaustion, and they could have quit. A lot of people would quit, and a lot of people are going through a lot of adversity, and we have our share. But you know what? They're not quitting. They're fighting through it. That's what they're doing, and that's what I'm doing.
And it doesn't get any easier for Hawaii. Look at what Nevada did to Idaho today, a team that beat Hawaii, winning 70-45, rushing for 484 yards as a team. UH plays at Nevada next week.
Coach Mack urged fans to come out to tonight's game, but I know they didn't like what they saw. Sophomore QB Kellen Moore looked even better than the all-WAC player he was a year ago. Here he connects for one of his 5 touchdown passes on the night. Boise led 34-0 at the half, but things got worse for UH before they got really bad. Late in the first quarter, UH QB Bryant Moniz suffers a concussion. He was done for the night as Shane Austin finished things up. Austin did get the Warriors into the end zone in the fourth quarter, but that would be the only trip Hawaii would make. Boise wins big, 54-9. UH loses 5 in a row for the first time since 1998. Next up for Hawaii is Nevada on the road. And don't forget, for a look ahead to next week and to hear a complete wrap of what happened, tune into the Coach Mac Show tomorrow night at 10:35 p.m. here on KGMB 9.